What's up, y'all? It's another exciting episode of Real Comic Book Talk. Again, we're here at TideWater Con for day number 2, talking with the great Philip and Kevin. You know, I forgot the name. You guys can tell me the name of the alley you guys are. It's you and your 2 other artists from DC.
What is it? 2 members of the squad. It's our book that we just put out. Also with Darren Jackson and Steve Howard. Phil.
Yeah, see, I was there too. Yeah. Used to be Crime Alley, Saints Row, and then for whatever reason came down to 4 of us, and then our first endeavor was putting the book out, the first sketchbook with all of us, because we feel we haven't suffered enough, frankly.
So this is a question for either one or both of you. I feel like I'm at a presser for a basketball game with 2 superstars who score like 40 apiece. But what made you become an artist, and what led you to this life?
I like whiskey and the drug game wasn't working out for me, so they said comics was the next best thing. It was always something to do. That was always something I did on the personal. And honestly, there wasn't that much, it was like 80s in DC. There really wasn't much to do other than hanging out and chill. And then someone introduced me to this new thing. It wasn't even new, it was hey, take a look at this. It was a comic book, and it was Mighty Thor something. And it was like, all right, give it a shot. And it was cool. So, started watching it more and more, and then picking up more books, spending more money. And then the next thing I know, I'm like, yo, I need to do this. So, if only to save myself from spending money on another book, which, surprise, it didn't. But you just slowly started going to this. And then way back in the day, long before the oceans drank Atlantis, Silver Spring had a thing called the Silver Spring Armory. Yeah. No longer there, by the way. We had their first comic convention, and I started meeting artists, comic book people, and then I guess it was right around the time the big image thing happened, right. And you started realizing that you can do something with this.
Artwork is fantastic.
Thank you.
By the way, some of the stuff you do is, I wish I had deeper pockets so I can buy more. This is ridiculous.
If y'all pooled your money together, you can, y'all can buy half a print. Really, it's not that expensive.
So, what made you guys come up with the idea for the quad?
What up?
I'm sorry.
I ain't nobody.
How you leave Steph Curry out?
I got into art just as a kid. Always drawing. I used to watch Bob Ross like crazy when I was a child. I got into spray paint stuff because I loved graffiti as a kid. I'm not a graffiti artist, but I've always looked at graffiti art, and my aunt introduced me to street artists and stuff like that. So I got into stenciling with spray paint, and now I'm doing stencils with watercolor. And illustration, I'm always constantly looking at something or trying to learn and better my skills. And that's pretty much it. I love doing cons and I love doing art stuff. So, yeah.
So back to the question, which I've already forgot, so I'm gonna just move on. What separates your art? Either one of you guys can answer. What separates your art from other artists in the artist alley at any convention?
Not bragging, but I haven't seen anybody else do watercolor stencils, so you need some watercolor stencils. I'll do it.
I mean, I can say I can say my dynamic use of light and all this, my composition. Honestly, that's a hard question because part of the job when you try to artist is to figure out what you do, what is good for you. Everyone can draw the same thing. You can go, hey man, draw that model over there, and everyone to draw it, they have a different look for it and what they do. I mean, by definition, what you being an artist means you're different. At least it should anyway. At least if you want to, if you do your job right. I mean, like I'm saying, I'm not even sure if I'm at that point yet. But slowly, I'm starting to realize that kind of when you're coming up, you're thinking, ooh, I like that dude, I want to look like his stuff, or I like that dude, or that woman, or that artist, or whoever, and I want to do their stuff. And then you just start realizing that the more you grow up, the more you start realizing that you start coming up with your own voice and realizing that this is what I want to do. This is because I can go through the list of people who I'm like, that's who I want to be.
Right.
Like, and I mean, oddly enough, for me, like the more long I do this, the further back into like comic history I go. And you know, there's like books like, you know, like Dennis Cowan, who I love. Like, you know, 'cause like back in the day, it was like, you know, it was Jim Lee, the Wildstorm guys, Image, that group. And now I go back further, guys like, you know, Walt Simonson, Bill Sienkiewicz. And I mean, they're not like old dudes. They're like, you start to see like the legacy of the work they did. You start like Larry Stroman and guys like them. And you start seeing their legacy, just realizing that, you know, and it's not, and you realize it's not about emulating. It's about trying to figure out what they did and see, and not so much doing better, but like, you know, what can you do?
More of a, I can think of, I'm taking a little bit of what you do and put my own kind of twist on it.
Yeah.
You know, trying to figure out, well, you know, just works for you, the way you said it. I hear the same thing when I was a kid. I was trying to start a go-go band. I was believe, Mike, you got to figure out what your voice is. Like the same stuff my cousin said. I gave up on that though. So it's hard to find band members. All right, so guys, I just want to thank you for your time. I know you have a busy con today, you know what I'm saying? Day 2 of the TideWater Con. We got a busy day. Mostly because we're trying to get some food. We can't eat here. It's expensive.
Can I give a shout out?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Sean Hill. If you ever get to see his stuff, his artwork, he's an amazing artist. He has taught me a ton of stuff, and the dude's just awesome. He's a very humble and amazing artist, and I think he's one of the best in DC, if not the best.
All work.
Yeah.
All right. Till next time, y'all. See y'all later. Peace.